Oh, what's up, guys? Seth Spartan here. Today we're going to be talking about Chris Bumstead has no arms. I did a video on Chris Bumstead. What was it, like a week ago? I talked about Chris Bumstead being the best bodybuilder ever, and I gave the exact definition of what I was talking about with that. So a lot of people commented on that video. A lot of people didn't like what I had to say, even though I was right. And their argument is this: Chris Bumstead has no arms. Hence, guys, the video that we're making today, talking about Chris Bumstead has no arms. So, um, go watch that video if you want to know what in the world I'm talking about. If you want to know who I am, who in the world I am, why my opinion should matter, why I'm qualified to talk about all this, and my crazy story. I'll post that at the end of the video because people are getting upset that I post that at the beginning. So, guys, kaboom and boom. Let's get started with this thing, which people are commenting. Chris Bumstead has no arms. Chris Bumstead has no arms. Let's talk about this. Here we go. So, first pick from Chris Bumstead, right on his Instagram. You can look at this. Chris Bumstead has no arms. Guys, Chris Bumstead has massive arms. Take a look at these things, okay? So first, and listen to what I have to say. Don't click off this. I'm going to keep this video short. So Chris Bumstead has massive arms, absolutely massive arms. I mean, you can take a look at this for yourself. These things are ridiculous, okay? They are massive. Having said that, and when he's on stage with other guys, you can see that. But having said that, why are people saying he has no arms? Take a look. When we click to his stage pictures, notably his front double bicep, we see where people are getting this from. This concept that Chris Bumstead doesn't have any arms, so he can't be really good. He especially can't be the best bodybuilder of all time. And I'm not talking about open bodybuilder. I'm talking about I'm not talking about what bodybuilding's turned into. This circus freak show mutated radioactive cesspit garbage. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about symmetry, size, conditioning, taking the male body to the absolute peak. Chris Bumstead is the best bodybuilder of all time. I already made that video, and a lot of people liked it. A lot of people didn't like it. Whatever, I don't care. So this is what I wanted to tell people. Why is it Chris Bumstead has massive arms, and people that say he doesn't are wrong. He has massive arms. But why is it when he does front double biceps or these notable bicep poses, why is it that they look small? You want to know the easy answer? Because this guy does not have small arms. Chris Bumstead, here's the answer. Chris Bumstead has super long arms, okay? His torso length to arm length, he's got arms. He's got longer arms. I've got a longer torso, and longer torso and smaller arms, or not smaller, little bit shorter arms. Some people have an inch or even 2 inches longer arms. Those alien-looking guys. Monkey arms, as you'd call them. Chris Bumstead isn't quite there, but he has quite long arms. And the reason I know this and can say this easily is because take a look. This pose, the reason that he hits this pose so well is only due to the fact he has longer arms. Look at Dorian Yates, 6-time Mr. Olympia. Boom, open bodybuilding, slammed this pose, killed it. I mean, Dorian Yates, front lat spread, okay? Front lat spread and back lat spread. Insane, best pose of all time. Best person that ever done it. Okay, Chris Bumstead could be argued as a second. But the reason Chris Bumstead can hit this pose so perfect, especially from the front and also the back, is why he has long arms. He can wrap it all the way down to his belly button, hit it just perfect, and just full send. He looks like a bat ready to take flight, and he's going to go be like one of those flying squirrels in Africa or wherever they're from, okay? So the reason he can do that is because he has long arms. But the downside of that is, even though his arms are ridiculously massive, I mean, look at these things. And you can see that if you see Chris Bumstead in person, you can go do a double bicep. He'll dwarf you, man. He's got huge arms. But the reason they look small when he rips a double bicep is because his arm length is so long. So it's like when you have if a guy has massive calves, absolutely massive calves, guess what? It makes his quads look smaller. even if they're huge. So it's kind of the same sort of concept where, and this picture is not at a very flattering angle for him either. I think this was taken by a competitor, it looks like, or by somebody in the audience, but I like it because it showcases exactly what I'm talking about. So does Chris Bumstead have small arms? No, he's got massive arms. Okay. But they make his arms look smaller when he's doing these poses. Why? Because he's got such ridiculously long limb length in his arms. Okay, so that's it. Seth Spartan, stay safe, stay healthy. More videos coming, and I mean, what do you guys need to know about me? Watch this video at the end here if you want to know who in the world I am, why you should listen to me and my story, my crazy story. If you already know who I am, then we're outie. See you next time.
What's up, guys? My name is Seth Spartan, and I'm a nutrition, training, and hormone expert for Prometheus HRT, Testosterone and Hormone Replacement Clinic. Let me tell you a little bit more about me. When I was in high school, I got into lifting weights, and when I was 16 years old, I could bench press 350 pounds. I got into powerlifting after that, won a bunch of stuff, and by the time I was 19, I was able to bench press 410 pounds, squat 550, and deadlift 600. After that, I switched to bodybuilding because I wanted to get paid to do what I love, and I thought I could be great. I won the Teenage Mr. Wisconsin at 19, and after that, I thought I could be the next Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, I was being delusional, but being pushed by the older bodybuilders didn't help. In my early 20s, I pulled the trigger and got completely juiced out. This was pharmaceutical grade with a prescription, so there was zero doubt of the quality I was using. I got absolutely jacked, and that's when these pictures were taken. At my biggest, I hit 260 pounds with visible abs. For reference, my height is 5'10 and a half on the dot. I felt invincible for these 2 years. That is, until I had heart problems. High amounts of testosterone or anabolic steroids will hypertrophy your muscles, but they will also hypertrophy your heart, which is a muscle. When the heart walls get too thick, your heart can't pump blood out efficiently anymore. This is what kills all the bodybuilders and athletes every single time. And this is what happened to me. I got heart dysfunction from my heart being too big and too thick. God then hit me over the head with a hammer, and I stopped everything, not just the drugs. I stopped my nutrition, my training as well, everything. I just did cardio. This is what I looked like a couple years later. Just a regular athletic dude. I got my heart scanned again with the same echocardiogram I got the first time, which diagnosed my heart issues before, and this time, everything went back to normal and was great. Praise God. Sometimes the heart doesn't go back to normal, unfortunately. I wasn't sure if I would ever bodybuild again, but after being reached out to by a testosterone replacement clinic and signing with them, I started the trek upwards again. This time to see what was possible on testosterone and HGH replacement. How far could I take it? I traveled the country competing. Then I wanted to see how big and strong I could get. 405 bench press for reps, 635 incline bench press for reps, and a 500-pound squat for a whopping 12 reps with sleeves. Yeah, I think I hit close to my peak with that. I didn't feel like getting fat to be able to move even more weight. So now this leads us to our current conquest and adventure, aesthetics. Jack Frank Zane sounds good to me. The goal of my channel, public speaking events, and when I talk to people in the gym is this: stop using anabolic steroids. There are severe health consequences. Stay natural or do testosterone and HGH replacement. We are currently living in a real-life steroid epidemic. Now let's have fun, guys, and get into the video. I am Seth Spartan.